My name's James. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called ScoopTix. We've pivoted into a product called Simpler. I'm going to take you through the journey because it's a bit of a winding mess, but it makes sense in the end, I promise you. So what ScoopTix started off as is a Web3 enabled event management software. We wanted to try and connect, just like some of the other guys earlier tonight, we wanted to try and connect creators with their audience so they could build better connections and have better events. Part of what we built was a loyalty members app that we actually have being used in Perth at the moment by a couple of venues. And what they allowed them to do was evangelize their audience, and their audience could start inviting their friends down, earn loyalty points, and then redeem those points for free entry for themselves and and drinks and things like that. So we had that rolling along, and then we decided, hey, we're going to do an NFT. So we started working on a product called Scoopy NFT. And we got some advisors on board, we did a few other things, and long story short, made a lot of mistakes. And that's kind of why we moved it over to Simpler. So we got through all this advisory stuff, we had meetings, we did everything by the book, exactly what we were told, and it just wasn't working for us. We kept feeling like we were always playing catch up. We had things going wrong in Discord, we had things going wrong on Twitter, and no one in Australia knows how to use Twitter properly. I don't care what anyone says. And we always felt like we're always one step behind, right? So we went looking for a couple of different tools. And what we found was pretty much nothing. So we went and talked to our advisors, and our advisors told us the same thing. So I went and talked to some of our investors that we had that had already ran their own projects and launched, and they told us the same thing. There's just nothing in the market like this. So we took a step back and we looked at what we'd already built for ScoopTix, and we looked at really the fundamental difference between NFTs and tickets. And what we found was there's really nothing different, right? The sales psychology is the same. No one wants to buy a ticket to an event and be the only person there. So everyone leaves it until the last 2 days. 80% of your tickets get sold the last 2 days. No one wants to buy an NFT and be the only person that owns one. So everyone waits right until the end, and then they all try and mint out and they all panic buy. It's all FOMO, right? And same thing for both. You have to build an audience, you have to build loyalty, right? So we looked at what we built, we took loyalty members and we rebranded it into Scoop Loyalty. And we deployed that and we integrated that with Twitter and with Discord and a few other things. And we started building our community. And afterwards, when we kind of killed the Scoopy project, we had a look at our numbers. And what we found was that through our bounty system that we created, we were getting between 9 and 21% engagement on our tweets. And if anyone knows what Twitter is, 0.5% engagement on a tweet from your following is like the gold standard. So we're getting between 9 and 21%. So our marketing manager took a look at that, come running into the room, and was like, we have to do something about this. We've got something here. We don't quite know what it is yet, but there's something. So we drilled down on it. We had more meetings with more advisors. We had more meetings with investors that have been through the project again. We showed them what we designed, and every single one of them said the same thing. This is what you need to drill down on. Don't worry about ScoopTix for the minute. The industry needs this. So we've built advanced sales, marketing, and engagement tools to help simplify the process for other founders so that they can concentrate on what they should be doing, which is building product, building their audience, and building their loyalty. So that's the dashboard there that you can kind of see. And the front end is obviously optimized for mobile as well. What we want to try and do is allow founders to use our system, build their access lists, and use those access lists as a sales funnel. So it's no longer a single layer system anymore. What used to happen is you grind, it's like a 2-week grind to get a whitelist, you get the whitelist, and then they've got a really poor conversion rate because once they've got the whitelist, they kind of just flake off. It's like another week or two before the mint. Half of them forget that the mint's even happening, they don't come back. And the other half kind of like, sit back and wait and see if they're actually going to mint out or not. And they're not engaged in that process. So you've got to try and make games, you've got to try and do all these little things to try and keep people engaged. And it's a lot harder than it sounds, right? Because it's kind of like an oxymoron. If your founders are in Discord, people in Discord are happy because they're like, you guys are busy, you're engaging the community. But at the same time, you're not building product. And if you're building product, the community thinks that you've rugged and run off, right? So it's like no real happy medium there at the moment. So one of the things that we've tried to build for ourselves, well, actually one of the things we went looking for originally, was a way of basically building out our schedule, our engagement schedule for Twitter, our engagement schedule for Discord, so that we could build our campaign weeks in advance and have it self-execute as we went through the process, so that we could focus on what we were good at and let other people focus on what they needed to do as well. So this is what we come up with. We have an access list procedure, which allows you to create multiple lists. Each list has its own set of tasks. So you can make this as easy as you want, as hard as you want. It's completely customizable. It's up to the creator at the end of the day using it. The way I think it should be used and the way we're going to educate people on this is it's a sales funnel. The whitelist shouldn't be that difficult to get. It gets people into the program, right? When people land on your landing page and they come across your project, they don't know who you are, what you do, and why they should care, let alone why they should give you money, right? So all it is a sales system. You bring people in, they come down, they discover a little bit about you, they join your Twitter, follow you on Twitter, join your Discord, get to know some people, read a little bit about what you're doing. Oh, okay, this is cool, I'll stick around, right? They then move down the sales funnel onto the next list. So for us, for example, it's the pre-sale list. To do that, we require them to play some games in our Discord, go read our white paper, visit the website, watch a demo video, all those kind of things, so they'll understand what we're building and why we're building it, right? So all along the customer journey, we're educating these people, so they're going to know more about what we're actually building. On the other side of things, here's the actual sales funnel itself. So we analyze people as they come in, who's viewed the page, who's converted to actually adding the project to their lists, and then where they are in the sales cycle. So we can start to identify if we've got any problems. So if you get a massive bank up, and you've got 20,000 people view the page and almost no one convert to adding it to their lists, you've probably got a fundamental problem with either your copy or your imagery or something on the landing page. This way it's very easy identifiable. And vice versa, if you get people moving through your sales funnel and all of a sudden you get no one at the end, you've got a fundamental problem you probably should go and start talking to your audience about and start asking them what's going on. Is this too hard? Is there something else we can improve? Is there something that we've said that you don't like or something like that? At the moment, founders are flying blind. Another thing that takes a lot of time, I don't know, who's here launched an NFT project before? Yeah. How did you guys run your collabs? Yeah. So our whole collab thing, we originally getting about 30 requests a day, and it became a full-time job for someone very, very quickly to try and feed through all the collaboration requests, figure out who they are, get them approved, to tell them how to be approved. Your person, from your community, has to go onto Twitter, follow us on Twitter, take a screenshot of that, come into our Discord, go into the proof channel, post this picture up, tag the DAO that they're from, and then one of our guys have to then go in and then give them the role based on the number of allocations we gave them and keep a spreadsheet to figure out exactly what we've done. So we've just simplified the whole process. So now all it is, you set up the collaboration, someone requests a collaboration with you, you approve it, use those links in different campaigns, and then track the metrics of those people coming through. So you can actually see what's working and when it's working and what the return on ad spend was for those links. We allow companies to start using all your tracking pixels, so you can actually do remarketing campaigns if you want to. And then this is the affiliate program that we've built. So every single person that comes into your project, you can evangelize them and turn them into one of your promoters, and you can give them a financial reward for doing so because it's a commission. That went quick. I'll stop it here, but this is the marketing hub. So this is the thing I'm the most excited about and saves our team the most time. So you can build your entire plan out weeks in advance. You choose the type of post that you want to put in Discord, engagement posts, announcements. You can create different bounties. So, for example, a Twitter bounty would be, hey, go to this tweet, like the tweet and retweet the tweet, and you earn X amount of experience or X amount of gold that you can spend on raffles and things like that. This is what got us the 21% engagement. You can also create different raffles to give away different prizes, and you can create a leaderboard competition, and you can put all these in the schedule and get this all sorted out weeks in advance. So as you're moving through the mint process and you're in Discord chatting away, not doing what you should be doing because you're in Discord chatting away, or you're in Twitter spaces talking about your project to try and get awareness up, the rest of it just runs itself and it self-executes all the way through. So people still get engaged, they still get to see your announcements, they still get to play games, they still get to win competitions. You guys still get to get them back onto Twitter to retweet your stuff and to like your posts, which get you more visibility, and it's all just run by itself. I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for your time.